Hi everyone, it's Abhinav from Phone Bunch and this is our review of the Gear S2, the smartwatch that I would probably get if I wanted one. Now smartwatches have become a category whether you like it or not. Every single manufacturer is making one, starting with Apple, Samsung, Huawei, Asus, but Samsung has gone a different route here. You don't have Android Wear, you don't have a Qualcomm processor, it's actually running on Tizen with Samsung's own Exynos processor. Now what's more different about this approach is that rotating bezel. All the interactions on the smartwatch, at least the primary ones, are controlled with that rotating bezel and it is actually very intuitive. You also do get two buttons, one for back and one for home, along with the microphone. Now when it comes to Samsung, we know there's going to be something huge, some huge splurge in the software, some insane features, but Samsung has controlled quite a lot. The user experience is quite minimal with the Gear S2. You just get basic apps pre-installed, there is some customization, you have those two buttons which do work out quite well. The interface actually is quite intuitive. Your swipes, which are very meaningful. Swipe left to get to your notifications, you can tap on them to get into more details, and then you can swipe as well. But that actually defeats the purpose of that rotating bezel. So you can actually read through the text without having to swipe, which actually makes far more sense, especially on such a small display. And you can even reply to text or emails from within the watch. I can use voice, you can send emojis, or you can even type. So that's where things get really interesting and a bit Samsung-like as well. So you get that T9 keyboard here, which is pretty small. I didn't use it. I'm just showing you because it is there. Most of the time you won't be replying using the watch anyways. You would be using your smartphone. But at least you have the option of screening your messages, the important ones which you can reply to later. Now you have a 1.2-inch Super AMOLED display here, which is plenty bright and at 302 pixels per inch. It's one of the sharpest displays that you get on a smartwatch. There are some interactive watch faces, actually plenty to choose from Samsung's own store. But before we get to everything else, I just want to talk about what we get inside the box. So apart from the watch, you get a smaller strap, a quick start guide, you have that wireless charging dongle. Yes, you have to carry this separately, and that micro USB wall charger. So yes, you have to carry the charger wherever you go, but this actually charges quite fast and lasts for more than 2 days on a single charge. But if you have a lot of notifications coming in, expect the Gear S2 to last about 1.5 days. Now coming to app selection, there are plenty of apps that are available on the Gear store. But the thing is, this fight won't be won with the number of apps that are available on your stores. Instead, the functionality that those apps bring to the platform. Now one such useful app is already inbuilt. It's music control, which I found quite useful. You could control volume, you could change tracks, and it works seamlessly. And even in general, performance is quite good on the Gear S2. And again, Samsung has tried to make the software experience a bit more personal. It tells you if you have been inactive for quite long, which is definitely something of a value add. Now this is the Gear S2 Classic. It's more of a regular smartwatch. It doesn't have that sporty, utilitarian look of the Gear S2 that we are reviewing. But even the normal Gear S2, which is available for about Rs 24,000, it looks like a real watch. It doesn't seem geeky, it doesn't seem as if it's something a tech enthusiast would wear. Now there's a lot of functionality that Samsung has built into the Gear S2. You can use it to take calls, you can use it for making payments in the future when they become available. Thanks to the NFC support, there's Wi-Fi built in as well. You have a heart rate sensor for monitoring fitness, it has a step tracker, so there's plenty going for the Gear S2. Moreover, browsing through the circular UX using that rotating bezel actually makes far more sense than Apple's convoluted effort with that crown interface. Now throughout my usage, one thing that I noticed was that the Gear S2 did make me slightly more productive because I was looking at my smartphone less. which in turn actually made battery life on the Galaxy Note 5 a bit better for me. It lasted longer because I didn't check notifications as often. Now smartwatches are still in their infancy. We really don't know right now whether they are an add-on or just a burden, another device to charge every single night. But if I come to the Gear S2, it's probably one of the better smartwatches that are available in the market right now. The software experience is well thought of. Now Samsung definitely has a winning design in their hands. The Gear S2 looks the part, it performs the part, and the user interface is very intuitive with that rotating bezel. It probably may just be the game changer in this category like touchscreens was for smartphones. So would I recommend you to get the Gear S2 for about Rs 24,000? If you are looking for a smartwatch right now, the Moto 360 and the Gear S2 are definitely among the top bunch. The Gear S2 doesn't have all the apps that Android Wear has where most of the development is taking place, but this is a far more intuitive interface to work with. You really don't need thousands or lakhs of apps on this platform. You just need some that work well. Well folks, with that we come to the end of our review. Do share your thoughts about the Gear S2 or even smartwatches in general. Do you think it is a category that is going to succeed, or is it something that is going to fade away as tablets are nowadays? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to Phone Bunch, do hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.